I'm live. Welcome and grateful day. Welcome, you guys, to the 80th episode. The 80th, okay? Episode of the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast with your host, Jenée Hudson, the Uplifter. I empower professional entrepreneurs who feel disqualified to overcome toxic environments and self-doubt, to take decisive action, lead boldly in identity, and to simply persevere, all anchored in faith. Happy 4th of July, you guys. As we celebrate 4th of July, which is today, Independence Day, here in the U.S., we're reminded that the freedom is not just about like waving flags or watching fireworks, as instead, it's about emotional, mental, and just that spiritual freedom, right? And for some of us, it's actually, should I say, about declaring that independence from toxic environments that simply just suffocate our purpose and feed our anxiety, you guys. So before we dive into today's episode, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast by Jenée Hudson, where you can watch, you can like, and you can share every episode, and it would be most appreciated. The link is in the bio, as well as it will be in the caption of today's podcast. All right. So you guys, time for the t-shirt. Okay, so today's shirt says, I came, I saw, I had anxiety, so I left. All right. This statement for this t-shirt today is simply a reminder for me personally throughout my journey and my life. So, because, anxiety can cause feelings of worry, fear, or tension. All those things that we don't want, right? And for some people, anxiety can also cause like panic attacks and physical symptoms like chest pains, shortness of breath, or even stomach aches. Well, unfortunately for me, I've actually experienced all of these things in one way or another. Therefore, when it comes to like deciding to escape my own like 4 toxic environments that I've had along my journey as an entrepreneur and just as a person, you guys, I chose me. That was the key, right? So in order to like break free from people and things that are just unpleasant and unwelcome, I did this by way of creating a distraction, you guys, from the toxic realities and routines. So this is a perfect transition into today's topic called Suffocating but Still Breathing. How to escape anxiety in toxic environments. All right. So first, allow me to share some eye-opening statistics. And the first one is, according to the American Psychological Association, you guys, 83% of U.S. workers, they simply report like work-related stress. And nearly 1 in 4, you guys, say that their job is like that top stressor in their lives, on their journeys as an entrepreneur, in their businesses, even in the 9-to-5 realm. All right. Also, according to a 2023 survey of entrepreneurs, they found that 72%, you guys, struggle with mental health issues, and anxiety was the most reported symptom. Go figure, right? And lastly, according to the Harvard Business Review study, exposure to toxic leadership or discrimination in the actual like workplace or just with you being an entrepreneur and along your journey increases anxiety symptoms by 35%. Not good, right? So let's, let those like stats sink in. Just let it sink in. Not to scare you, of course, but to confirm that you are not alone along your journey and everything we're doing out here, right? And also that you are not weak. Know that. Because, our journeys can feel very heavy along the way, but you guys, so is our power to walk through all of it, all right? So keep all of that in mind. Now, this is just a theory, or should I say it's not just a theory, it's a lived experience, you guys. Because, I've survived molestation from a man who was supposed to be my protector, emotional abuse, and academic setbacks, you guys. Domestic violence from my past marriage and racial harassment, as well as betrayal of a past corporate environment, you guys. All toxic environments, right? But, I've been in also classrooms where I've been told that I would never succeed, you guys. I'm sure if you can relate to any of these toxic environments, put relate in the chat. But I've also been in a home where I was drugged and violated, in a marriage, a past marriage, where, my spirit was crushed, you guys. And in a job where I was made to feel, just incompetent and unworthy. That was me in all of those toxic environments, you guys. But guess what? I am still here and I am still breathing, okay? And walking by faith on purpose, okay? So, which allowed me to simply just escape from the anxiety and to, all of that continued toxicity, you guys. Enough was enough. So, with all that said, let's get started. As you know, I have 4 giftful gems today for today's topic, okay? All right, so gift number 1 is titled, You Must Tell Yourself a Different Story Than the One You've Been Told. Man, that is a fire just title right there, okay? So listen, when that teacher told me that I'd never learn math, she actually planted a seed of anxiety, you guys, within me that bloomed into self-doubt for years. And little did I know it was going to be years to come, right? But I decided that her actual voice wouldn't be like that final narrator of my actual story. That was my story to tell, right? So I got a tutor. I stayed up late and I fought for the right to prove her wrong, you guys. And I did just that by later actually receiving an A+ in a college finance class, you guys. So what she was saying or what she said over me did not stick at all. All right. And I tell you this because you too have the authority to edit and script out someone else's negative like sayings over you and things like that. You don't have to. That ain't the way that you're going to end up. So know that no matter what a person's telling you or how far you're not going to get and things like that, keep going because you don't have to be a stipulation of what they say, that negativity. Not at all. All right. You could simply rewrite a new just like way of life and things like that along your journey and in your own voice. That is what's important here. All right. So here are some actionable steps to assist you from actually following such negativity and things that might be taking place along your journey. Okay. So first, we're going to start with if you start with something called Storygraph, you guys, which is a free, I like that word free, platform that helps you not only track your actual reading or like a reading journey, but it also logs emotions, it triggers, and it actually reflects as if like you're the author of your actual own healing, you guys. So check out Storygraph to help you with that, all right? Next, what you can do is explore something called Reframe, all right, which is a neuroscience-backed app, you guys, designed to help users actually retain like thought patterns, and it helps you to release like the shame-based beliefs that we have and that we put on ourselves and that we allow others to put on us, right? Through bite-sized coaching and daily mindset shifts, you guys. It's so good and so very helpful, all right? And then lastly for this one, if you prefer like expressive writing, because we're all different, right? Visit, it's called penzu.com. It's a secure online journaling space where you can write letters to yourself and to your younger self, you guys. So very helpful as well, because unfortunately, a lot of stuff stems from kind of where we were, how we were brought up, our childhoods, into young adults, even into adulthood. All right. So check that out and speak to your younger self, because you're going to go far by doing so. Trust me, I've done it. All right. Gift number 2. So gift number 2 is titled, Your Environment is Not Your Identity. Man, what do I mean by that? Well, when I was personally drugged and abused by my former stepfather, you guys, man, I felt like I was drowning silently. Let me tell you, the house that I lived in, like, it tried to redefine me, you guys. But I had to remember that this weak, or should I say his weak and ignorant mentality, that was him. You guys, that had nothing to do with me. It didn't own my name, my soul, or my future. I had to tell myself that on a daily once I found out that stuff was even happening to me. Because when you're drugged, you don't know. You guys, he was giving me sleeping medication. So I didn't even know. Like in my food. Whew. All right, I'm not going to try today. Okay, so getting through that. But so just listen. I tell you that and I share that, you guys, because it's so very important to remember that you're not just that dysfunction that surrounds you. Not at all. Instead, you are the holiness, you guys, that God placed inside of you. All right? It's just very important that you guys understand that about yourselves. So therefore, even if like your space feels confining, just know that your soul is still growing. Know that. All right. So with all that said, here are some actionable steps to assist you in this area as well. You never know what a person's going through, right? So I just want to assist as best as I can. All right. So first, look into using, it's a clarity card deck, you guys, from a tool called Mindful in Minutes. That's what it's called, which is an introspective tool that it acts as like, or should I say it asks guided questions like, what truth about myself have I forgotten? Or it'll ask, what lies am I still living under, you guys? So it's going to help you to be real and true to yourself and with yourself. But make sure that you actually print them out, or use like a digital version as like a journaling prompt for yourself, because man, it's going to take you a long ways and it's going to help you out tremendously. Okay. also, what you can do is you can visit, it's something called sheworkshisway.com. All right, which is a Christ-centered platform where entrepreneurial and faith-driven women, they gather to learn, to heal, and to lead. Again, that's called sheworkshisway.com. You guys, priceless. All right, gift number 3. So gift number 3 is titled Recognize the Power of Living, you guys, and fear that tries to keep you there. Man, fear will keep you in spaces, you guys, and we don't want that, all right? So please allow me to share yet another personal experience, all right? So in my first marriage, domestic violence was my daily reality, you guys. Man, I kept telling myself, maybe it'll get better. Or that maybe he will even change, you guys. But unfortunately for me, that healing did not begin until I left that actual toxic environment. That's when the healing came. I was so broken, you guys. So leaving that toxic environment, that convinced me that I was the reason, that he was broken, not myself. I wasn't the broken one, he was, right? So true, strength was found in finally leaving, but returning to that toxic environment, you guys, 5 times. I returned to that toxic environment 5 times. And that was what was breaking me. I had to realize all of that. So I had to stop it after the 5th time. Not to mention my girl, who is my mother, you guys, and my best friend, she was like, Jenée, you go back to that environment, that toxicity, that person, that narcissist, no. You go back to him, and I'm breaking your legs. Yep, my mama said that, y'all. But hey, I didn't go back, and I got through it. So, whether it's a relationship, it's a workplace, you guys, it's along your journey in your business, in your 9 to 5, or even a mindset of just letting go. You guys got to let go of those things. I know it's easier said than done, but take it from me who's done it in 4 different toxic environments. It is doable. And what? You are worthy of more, you guys. I can't stress that enough. You deserve better. Period. You guys, I'm sorry, period with a T. All right. So, but know this, letting go, and when you do let go of that toxic environment, whatever it is along your journey, that does not mean that you're giving up, you guys, not at all. It means that you're simply making room for what? Better than your own peace. Yes. Peace is such a blessing, you guys. Try it out. Telling you. All right. So look, sometimes your breakthrough, honestly, it just starts with walking away. I know it sounds like, but Jenée, it's hard. It is. But walking away, man, there's nothing like peace, you guys. I'm trying to tell you. Try it. All right. So with this, here are 3 actionable steps to help you, all right? First, create a safe exit plan, you guys, using resources from the hotline. Yep, that's what it's called. It's actually on thehotline.org, all right? Go there, which includes step-by-step safety plans, not only for domestic violence, but also for like emotionally abusive spaces, you guys. Check it out. There's nothing wrong with getting help. Not at all, okay? And for like toxic workspaces, check out Glassdoor, you guys, for anonymous company reviews. So helpful, all right? Or visit, it's something called fairygodboss.com. I'll say it again. fairygodboss.com. Because that's a site for women, you guys, to share real stories and to find their safer, like, professional opportunities, all right? For those type of ventures or jobs that you're trying to do and things like that, go to fairygodboss.com, you guys. Priceless help, all right? Okay. Also, if you need, like, courage, for listening, start trying to listen to Lisa Nichols, you guys. I just seen her recently at my speaking academy in Atlanta that I went to in person and last month, Lisa Nichols. But she has a video called This Is Your Sign. Priceless information from her, you guys. It's a motivational video that you can go to and get that wonderful just word and mindset and things like that to keep you going. Or my personal recommendation also is there's something called I Don't Have to Pretend, you guys, by Victoria Boyd. That's what it's called. I Don't Have to Pretend. This is a song, you guys, that reminds you that it's simply okay not to let anxiety or a toxic environment to define you. Man, words are powerful for me. So in music, like I've said before, so check it out. Hopefully it'll help you as well. All right. All right. Last but not least is gift number 4. So gift number 4 is called Silence is a Symptom of Suppression. Therefore, speak up. Speak up, you guys. Man, at a past corporate job that I was in, where my position was secretly posted and a noose, yes, I said it, a noose training was conducted behind my back. I was running this $1 million company, you guys, but this was all going on behind my back. I was like the HR guru running this company of 800 plus employees and things like this. And these type of things were going on. I didn't know, of course, but you know what? I kept silence for a while. I did. I'm not going to lie about that. And I did this because fear told me back then that speaking up would cost me everything, you guys. And I'm trying to keep my composure with that too, okay? But man, that's what fear told me. But silence, you guys, was costing me even more. And I didn't find that out until the hard way later because I didn't speak up for myself. All right? So my identity, my safety, and mostly my sanity was just shrinking, you guys. And it was just very, very hard in that toxic environment. Let me tell you, all because I let fear carry me along in the very beginning. And I didn't have faith at all, you guys. So that's something that I had to, always just seek God for one. That was my first source. And then I just kept going because I knew I was worthy of more. But God showed me that along the way. Let me tell you that too. Firsthand, I couldn't have did it without God. So I'm just giving him all the praise, just so you know. All right. So look, take it from me. Silence may feel safe because I thought it was at one point, right? But it suffocates your power. So don't let it happen. I'm telling you, man. But know this instead. Your actual healing accelerates the moment that you give yourself permission to speak up. You guys, I'm telling you, this is something that I had to do. I could not be silent no more. I needed to take back my power, and that's what I did. And that actually gave me, and it created, and it helped me to receive faith that I didn't have for even myself. All right? So speak up. That's very important. All right. And of course, to assist you to doing these things, here are some actionable steps. All right. So you too, you guys, can choose yourself. Just like I did in my 4 toxic environments. All right. I chose me. You too can do the same. So simply try joining. It's called Heart Mob by Right to Be. It's a free, there I am with that, free, love that, right? It's a free platform, you guys, that provides step-by-step ways to speak up against harassment, you guys, and to find community support. It's going to help you. I didn't have all these resources then, so that's why I am sharing them today with you, all right? Or if you want to stay anonymous, you can use something called Fishbowl, all right? Which is a professional app, you guys, where you can ask like sensitive workplace questions and get real feedback. Again, you guys, these gems that I'm giving you are priceless. I wish I had all these resources to help me along my journey when I was going through like that corporate toxic environment and things like that, right? Man, so I really hope that you guys reach out and get some assistance with these things. Or I'm sure you know people who are going through things, who are in the work environment and they don't feel like they can speak up and everything. Like I didn't feel like I could, so I stayed silent and things like that. But there are resources to help you along the way so that you don't have to go through this toxicity. None of us have to go through this. So speak up. That's what I'm just going to say in the end for that. Just speak up. All right? Because you're worthy to do so. Okay? Another thing to help you with this is if you're still building confidence even. Not everybody there's different people who are introverts or extroverts, right? So look, if you don't have that confidence yet, use something called the Shine app. You guys, this is going to help you with daily journaling prompts around self-worth. Okay, you don't have to put it out there. It's okay. Not everybody's kind of just out there, sharing to the world different things, and that's not who they are, and it's okay. So go to the Shine app and get your assistance there. It's going to help with the self-worth. It's going to help you with your identity, you guys, and emotional intelligence. All right? So get that assistance. And lastly, if you're ready to speak your actual story with purpose, that's the key there, with purpose. Join a local speaking group, you guys, or it don't even have to be local because mine's way in Atlanta, but I joined, and I joined because I had a fear of speaking. Who knew? And look at me, episode 80, you guys, all right? So you could also join a workshop on there's a workshop called Storytelling School Podcast, you guys, to begin using your own voice in public. That could be helpful as well. And simply just allow yourself to be free of unwanted anxiety, you guys. Man, we don't need this anxiety in our lives anymore. No, thank you. Like I was telling a girlfriend even today, I don't need any help. So no more for me. Not happening, right? Man, Well, that concludes the gifts and the amazing gems from today's episode. If you missed out, go back and listen to it, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. Man, please continue to follow and share for more ongoing and inspiring content. As always, you guys, please know that you're appreciated. And thank you for tuning in to this 80th episode. Woo! You guys, I needed some champagne today. Maybe I'll get some later. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you so very much for tuning in to the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast with me, Jenée Hudson, the Uplifter. Man, keep the faith. You better keep the faith. And until next time, you guys, have many blessed days and a prosperous journey on purpose. Later. Happy 4th of July again.